Right, Shalom. Praise unto Yahweh Shema Shabbat Korash. Double honors unto the apostles of Great Millstone and the honest brothers to be pushing this truth in sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. And the brother, everybody are coming out here to give you this truth for the grace and mercy of Yahweh. Bashim Yahweh Shabbat Korash. Giving all praise unto Yahweh Shema Shabbat Korash. Right, it's going to be a relatively quick video in transit based upon this article here. Trump administration launches new private health tracking system, right, with the support of big tech. And yeah, man, this is where we're at with it, man. Okay, this is where we're at with it. We're in our beautiful times. Okay, we're in beautiful times, and yeah, it must needs be that judgment's about to be played out upon the face of the earth. And in order for judgment to be played out upon the face of the earth, we're gonna go through the rough, right? The time of Jacob's trouble, the hour of temptation, Esau using the flesh to give you to put you in a position where you're going to be tempted. And we understand that that's going to be the CHIP, the MOTB that's spoken about within the book of Revelations, the 13th chapter, where if the scripture says he causes all, both small and great, to rich and poor, to receive a charagma, when he's in his right hand or on his forehead, that no man might buy or sell save he after charagma. And obviously you need an infrastructure for that. You need a reason for that. You need something to coerce people with that. Okay, what's this person doing? What's this person doing? Right, you need an infrastructure that needs to be set up for that. And indeed, when you read this particular system that's getting ready to be put together, right, it's very much what the apostles have been teaching us for the longest time, right? Merging government with technology, okay, merging, right, technology with surveillance, merging, right, surveillance with your health. All of these particular things that you see are being merged and linked up together, and the infrastructure is being built to the end that you're not going to be able to move and maneuver within the earth, save you have that particular charagma, man. And this is what we're seeing. So let me just read a few points on this. Right, Trump administration is launching a new private health tracking system. And we told you when Trump came in and he started speaking about the big tech giants and making a league with the big tech giants. We told you that this was going to be the end all be all. We told you this was going to be the end goal. That is to say, he was going to have a technocracy, right, a government based upon technology. Right? Not a democracy, but a technocracy. When you got a technocracy, that means to say commerce is managed by technology. That means to say, right, services are managed by technology, which most services right now is managed by an AI bot. You know, you got a problem with the so-called central heating gas provider. You're not really speaking to a real person most of the time, right? Hopefully that's not sensitive, right? I ain't got no sensitive. Let me move back to this, right? Most of the time you're speaking to a bot, okay? You're not even speaking to a real human being. Going to show you that we're moving in towards that world where technology rules the world, basically. And at the center of that is going to be the CHIP, right? The MOTB, right? Trump administration is launching a private health tracking system that asks Americans for their personal health data and medical records, right? And to share it with private companies, right? To share it with private companies. And again, like I said, look, this was always on the cards. This was always coming. This is a system that they're bringing about. All right. Officials say the new system's access to records provides digital tools to manage. Right. Here's the hook: diabetes. That's going to be the hook. You're going to have people that's linked up to the Internet of Things based on their diabetes. And that's how it's going to start. And that's how people are going to be sold the dream. Right, you're gonna be sold a dream on the basis of, yeah, but you know, Granny's already on the CHIP system. We can already measure our blood sugars on the CHIP system, okay, on that database, all right. So that's how this is gonna be sold, and that's how you're gonna be eased into that particular way of being, right? What else do we want to read about this? Right, monitoring wellness. Meanwhile, experts caution there are a number of ethical concerns, but you know, that's just the Hegelian dialectics at play. You know, the ethics and all of that. They'll put the front on, but really, we know what's coming down the pipeline. We know what's coming down the pipeline, and that's a I can never say that word. A state where the government controls everything, right? Right down to the health, right down to the money, right down to everything, the services. In any case, check out this article for yourself. Make videos if you're so spiritually inclined. But I'm going to say, praise unto the apostles of Great Millstone. I honest brothers to be pushing this truth in sincerity. I'll see you on the next one. Shalom.